Hey, I'm Max. I'm making a game called NIGHTSHIFT Galaxy, and I want to show you how I added a windscreen curvature effect to my heads-up display in Unreal. Instead of making a bunch of fiddly curved UI widgets, we're going to distort a normal UI with a shader. So first we create a material asset for the shader and set the material domain to user interface. This gives us a texture input, which represents the pre-rendered UI, as well as an output node where we're going to send our distorted version of the UI. So scrolling all the way to the left here, we take our input texture coordinates and we split it into vertical and horizontal components. And with the horizontal components, we're going to convert it to a parabola, and then we are going to translate and scale that to create a signal that is 0 on the left-hand side, 1 in the middle, and then arcs back down to 0 on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, with our vertical component, we are going to translate and scale that into a signal that's -1 at the top, 0 in the middle, and 1 on the bottom. By multiplying the two of those together, we create this effect where it's going to pull down on the top, be horizontal in the middle, and pull up on the bottom. We multiply that by a distortion amount parameter that we can use to tune just how much distortion we're going to get. And then we add that finally into the vertical component of the sampler. So all of these horizontal positions of the samples are in the same place, but vertically they are being pushed up and down. Finally, we saturate that vertical component, which means that we're just going to clamp all of these out of bounds accesses on the top and the bottom of the shader. We feed that in as the UV coordinate of our texture and the effect is done. Now to apply that effect to our heads-up display, we add a special widget to the middle of our widget hierarchy called a retainer box. This is going to take all the widgets that are nested underneath it and pre-render them to an image, and then include just a single image widget in the outer widget hierarchy. This is useful both as an optimization and so that we can pass the image through the material that we just authored. So if I enable preview in the editor right here, we can see that it is now curving all of those widgets and producing the windscreen effect.